Hi there, my little reading buddies. How are you today? This is your own Gomti Auntie. Welcome to another episode of the Ummacchi Series. Well, last time around we left it off with the birth of Krishna, isn't it? Now, Auntie is going to read a sequel to that story from Amma Tell Me series, and this is How Krishna Fought the Demons. Shall we jump on to see how Krishna fought all the demons? Well, so far we have seen that Krishna was secretly moved from Dwaraka to Gokul, where Yashoda was living, right? So he's not in the prison anymore. Now let's see, after Krishna was born, how Kansa was sending many demons to kind of kill Krishna, and how Krishna fought all those demons. That's what we're going to see in this book by Bhakti Mathur, and this is the Amma Tell Me How Krishna Fought the Demons. This is illustrated by Maulshree Somani. Well, before starting, there is a shloka here. Shall we read this? Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya chatushkrutam dharma samsthapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. This is Krishna telling to Arjuna. What is he saying? I am born in every age to protect the good, to destroy evil, and to re-establish dharma. Paritranaya sadhunam vinachaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Now let's jump on to the story, shall we? You heard the story of Krishna's birth and his escape from his evil uncle Kansa, of his safe travel to the village of Gokul, and at the loving home of Nanda and Yashoda. Let me tell you what happens next in this wonderful story, Amma said. Klaka and Kiki snuggled up close as they all hopped into bed. On learning Krishna had escaped, Kansa's rage knew no bound. Summoning the demoness Putana, he screamed, I want that baby found. Gladly she went, the wicked Putana, causing havoc across Mathura, most dreadful, seeking out babies across the entire kingdom, till finally she heard of the newborn in Gokul. Once there, she magically changed her form into a heavenly being, thus fooling everyone. Dear lady, she warmly greeted Yashoda, the gods have sent me to bless your son. Beguiled by Putana's magical form, Yashoda showed her to Krishna's room. The demoness picked up the sleeping baby and hissed, Wake up and face your doom. Putting Krishna to her breast, she urged the baby to have his fill. You see, Putana's breast milk was poisonous, and that was how she had planned to kill. But Krishna was no ordinary baby. At once, her evil plan he guessed. The poison could do him no harm. So he put his lips upon her breast. Sinking his teeth deep into her flesh, he bit her with all of his divine might. Ah! Screamed Putana in unbearable pain. But it was over. She had lost the fight. Alarmed on hearing Putana's howls of pain, Nanda and Yashoda rushed in through the door, only to find baby Krishna chuckling to himself while the big demoness lay dead on the floor. Thank God, our baby is unharmed, wept Yashoda as she gathered little Krishna in her arms. Yes, but there is evil afoot, said Nanda grimly. We must leave Gokul to keep Krishna from harm. They moved the very next day to pretty Vrindavan, a beautiful little village of cowherds set amongst rolling green meadows with grazing cows and chirping birds. Krishna grew up fast and strong. He loved his life in Vrindavan. As a little cowherd, he helped milk the cows, make yogurt and butter called makhan. All of Vrindavan loved little Krishna as well. Irresistible were his charm and beautiful form, and the lovely tunes he would play on his flute mesmerized all, and many a heart did warm. Yet he could be very naughty as well, forever on the lookout for fun, playing pranks on the village girls, the gopis, throwing stones at and breaking their urns. His favorite prank was to steal the gopis' butter, which he would then eat to his heart's content. The gopis tried to stop him, but to no avail. So, with his complaints to Yashoda, they went. Yashoda decided to punish the naughty boy. She led him away, holding tightly to his ear. Tying him to a heavy grinding mortar, she said, "Let us see how you get to the butter from here." But that just ended up causing more chaos, because as soon as Yashoda went into rest, Krishna dragged the mortar as if it weighed nothing. Trees were uprooted in the wake of his butter quest. The gopis came up with a new plan to stop Krishna. They hung their butter pots high up from the ceiling. The butter was now out of the prankster's reach. Surely this could stop him from stealing? But Krishna found a way around this too. He was smarter than the gopis had thought. He made his friends form a pyramid for him to climb up so that he could reach the pot. Then, with a bang, he broke the butter pot. As usual, clever Krishna would have his way. He and his friends ate the makhan to the last drop, even as the poor gopis watched in dismay. Meanwhile, in Mathura, evil Kansa had kept up the search for Krishna. On learning he might be in Vrindavan, he sent another demon named Trinavarta. Taking the form of a raging whirlwind, Trinavarta descended upon Vrindavan. The bright day turned suddenly dark as a great dust storm hit the sun. Trinavarta swooped down on Nanda's house. Everyone was blinded by dust in their eyes. Unchecked, he picked little Krishna up and took him higher and higher into the skies. But Krishna was up to the challenge. He saw through the demon's plan. He made himself grow bigger and heavier and squeezed Trinavarta's neck with his hands. The demon was no match for Krishna. Screaming in pain, he fell back to the ground. He smashed against the rocks below and died, even as Krishna rode him safely down. Kansa was amazed to hear of Trinavarta's failure. But the wicked king was not about to give up. He shouted at Vatasura, another of his demons, "Go to Vrindavan now and kill the little pup." Vatasura took the form of a calf and hid amongst the village herd. As Krishna took the cows out to graze. With a murderous cry, he leapt forward. But Krishna caught him by his tail and started swinging him around, making circles in the air as though twirling a toy round and round. Finally, using all his strength, Krishna threw Vatasura miles away. And so another demon met his end, much to evil Kansa's dismay. Now Kansa was enraged and summoned the monster Bakasura to try his luck. Bakasura took the form of a giant bird with razor like teeth inside the beak of a duck. Seeing Krishna and his friends playing on the banks of river Yamuna, Bakasura swooped down on them and in a single breath swallowed Krishna. "I have killed Krishna!" screamed Bakasura as he flew back up high in the sky. Krishna's friends watched horror struck. They thought Krishna was dead and started to cry. But Bakasura had spoken too soon. He would choke on his own words, for Krishna had wedged himself in his throat, ready to bring the fight to the bird. Krishna climbed up to Bakasura's mouth and started to stretch open his beak. He pushed it so wide that it snapped in two, and Bakasura fell dead with a painful shriek. Yashoda was relieved to find Krishna alive, but on noticing some blood on the lips of her son, she asked him to open his mouth and saw a sight that left her completely stunned. For in little Krishna's mouth, she saw the entire universe, the sun, the moon, the planets, as the cosmos they traversed. Remember, he was Lord Vishnu himself, who, to rid the world of evil Kansa, had come down to earth as a human in the beautiful form of beloved Krishna. So, Klaka, whenever evil threatens the world, to protect us all, God Himself arrives. No force is ever able to stop Him, for in the end, goodness always survives. "It's getting late now," Amma said. "That's all for tonight. I'll tell you about Krishna's battle with Kansa another night." That is the end of today's Read Aloud. You see, Krishna is Lord Vishnu himself, and Krishna as a child faced many challenges with each demon coming to hurt Krishna. I feel very sad thinking about Krishna's childhood, where he had to fight so many demons. You see, our life is so simple. The maximum hardship we face is, having to do our homework or do study, and that's pretty much it. But look at Krishna. He had to undergo so many hardships, fighting demon after demon after demon. I hope you enjoyed this story about Krishna and how he fought all the demons. In another episode, we will look at how Krishna fought Kansa. I hope you liked today's Ummacchi series. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, and spread the word about Little Story Station with your friends and family. Until next time, take care and keep reading a lot of books.